Hey, everybody. Happy Fun Day Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. So I've been seeing a lot of things in the last couple months about prayer. Prayers for this, prayers for that, group prayer for this, universal prayer for that. And I'm being called to mention the power of prayer. It's the power of everyone getting on the same frequency and the energeticness that it creates. But at the same time, before I came on this video, Spirit said, be careful. Be careful, because people get really touchy when it comes to prayer, because they attach prayer to their God within their religious belief systems and can trigger people. So I'm just going to speak from what I've been shared with as a communion and a being with my higher being, and in the moment of now regarding the topic of prayer. So I saw a lot of people posting out about group prayer regarding the hurricanes in Florida, specifically the second one. And when that hurricane diminished and that storm did not reap as much havoc and devastation as the one previous, people claimed their prayers made a difference. So what happened to all the prayers that happened to the one before that, to the storm before that? Were those prayers not answered? Because there was a lot of devastation. And the devastation went to areas that never thought they'd ever be touched by such a powerful devastation. A lot of death. And it seemed like another storm brewed very quickly, so people forgot about the first one. So y'all know where I'm going with this. Now we have a lot of stuff going on about the election and people needing to pray for peace. And so people are picking demographically where they're going to go and gather people together. And I know there's this religious connotation where two or more are gathered, I'll be there. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that book has been betwixt and it has been rewritten and names have been changed and things have been placed in there and things have been taken out, all for the control of the masses. Much of it is not even true, or the essence of it has been so tainted. And then here we are, flash forward 2,000 years from now, and everyone has a completely different belief system than some of the original stuff that was happening when there wasn't even writing back then. And of course, all the women who wrote books that were taken out, then it was made into a man's world. And yeah. So again, there's been a lot of fuckery with all of it. So anyway, when I've been listening to a lot of this with this prayer thing, and now it's coming up with the voter thing, you can pray for all the peace you want. But if you are not the peace, the walking, living piece of peace, you're not on that frequency. You're not carrying it. Some people think if they go somewhere and do something, they're done for the day. They've already done it. When it's really an energetic frequency that your physical body, is working with harmonizing and stabilizing so that it can carry that tune for that day and any other days when you're trying to tune into a particular outcome. So I got an invitation this morning, come down to the memorial in DC and we're all going to gather. Well, my guides immediately click in. They're like, you can tap in from right here if you chose to join them. I didn't need to physically be on that postage stamp of dirt. in front of a monument that I know was created to adjacent other monuments that are definitely not of the highest light. So why would I want to stand there? We've got people praying for more money, for more sustainable income, people praying for their lives, for their health, people praying to be saved during a horrible situation. What happened to all the prayers pre-war, during war, post-war? For people praying that they would live, that their loved ones would live. What about the prayers of somebody who's being victimized and abused physically, mentally, sexually? What about all their prayers? Are they unheard of? So when I hear people do their prayer rituals and call it out to the collective, and then something may appear that it's going in the favor of that prayer, they equate it to them and what they've done with their group of people. I understand universal prayer for something. But again, you can pray for something outside of you, but until you have it within you, when you want to see a desired outcome like peace, more love, more prosperity, more abundance, a healthier outcome of something, you've got to be on that frequency yourself. So again, a lot of people pray for something outside of themselves and they're not carrying it within themselves. That's my point. They think, oh, yep, I threw that in the bucket. Yep, cast it out that. Yep, put out that. Yeah. And then they go about their business. Power of prayer helps people feel better, feel like they've done something. They've contributed in some way. But again, I'm going to keep going back to what the guides keep saying right now. It's unless you're carrying it within yourself, you're not embodying the living, breathing essence and materials to be an instrument to walk, live, and breathe and see the difference. If you're not holding that frequency, that vibration in all of your domain here, creating that space within where you live, whether you're in your car, at the work at desk, whether you're in the mall, whether you're in the grocery store, are you carrying that footprint? Are you graciously letting someone get in front of you? Are you graciously extending something to someone behind you? What frequency are you on a daily? Not just throwing a prayer in a bucket. Because what I see happens there is we have this desire. Okay, I did my point. So Spirit's been doing a lot of talking with me about the prayer again. To be careful how it is I present my own for what I want individually and for the collective. And then what other people are putting out on social media. Sometimes it makes people feel good that they've gathered enough people around, so now they're making a difference. So they feel like they've made a stand, and they brought other people with them to make the same stand. And some people think that they're fighting unknown forces. I'm here to tell you a lot of those forces are gone. They're gone, my friends. 99.999 are gone. You just haven't cast them out of here and allowed them to be gone. So therefore, you're carting and carrying them around, and your nervous system is twisted, and you're in a habit of just thinking that they're there, and that's why things are happening, instead of taking full responsibility of aligning thyself. So you do what you need to do for you, but do it for you. Because you are a reflection of what everything is. And you can't do it enough to do something away with it if you're not embodying and walking, talking, breathing it. And loving yourself as the God source that you are. And that as an individual, without even the collective, you can make a difference. By just changing the instrumental frequencies from within thyself. So as all videos, things come in and they'll say to me, go punch the record button. I have no clue what's ever really going to come through and who it resonates with or who it triggers when I put it out, because that's irrelevant to me. How many likes I get, how many comments I get are irrelevant. However, it helps the algorithms of these videos go around, because almost every video that I put out is about empowering you to empower yourself, to empower you even more. And to stop looking for outside things to contribute to, learn to create them from within yourself. Just checking in. So make the prayer about, how do I take my own resonancy of this physical flesh and bones and blood? And how do I see, sense, and feel the embodiment of the God within me, the goddess, the divine source of love beyond love? How do I see, sense, and feel it more deeply within my cellular system? That the pathways of my cellular system open up my soul system, which then gives me sneak peeks of the forever multidimensional, very complex, yet very simple terrestrial being that I am, with my feet planted firmly on earth. And that the energies that come through me, to me, for me, are to be shared. And how is it that you want to share them? Do you want to share them through loving yourself and being an example of loving yourself and having your boundaries and setting examples for yourself by embodying your walk and your talk? This election does not have to be hectic. Doesn't. Let the energies do what they're going to do. Watch them like a movie. Be one less in the chaotic mess. Be willing to accept what is. And how do I make the time between now and maybe the next massive election count? And there's no reason to live in fear. None. Because there's nothing here out to get you but you, if you don't let go of all the darkness that you think you still hold and that this planet still holds, because it's not here. It's not here. There's been so many holes poked in what you want to call the matrix, the air holes, where spirit is just blowing through so much amazingness, so much colorful energy, and we're still trying to deal with it with the old nervous system. So if you can get in there, clean up and clean out the subconscious and the vaults from beyond, you may find you're truly starting anew. And how do you want to portray that in every step you take, in every breath you take, in every action, behavior you make? It's on you. Yeah. Breathe on that. So make the prayer from within here, that you see, sense, and feel and hear with more clarity. That you're not pulled or tugged in any direction that isn't of authenticity within your cells and your cellular self. Start carving pathways, walkways. Start climbing and stepping in directions that serve that. And then you will meet other people on those pathways because you're pioneering for yourself, but you may find that there's people out there that you never thought of that are also pioneering. And if you have the courage to take the first steps, you might be quite surprised who you meet up with on that pathway. Because the portals of your soul, they're open. They're ready for you to just let them flow. Let them guide you. And then you may just see and feel the peace around you and don't feel the need that you got to go run and join a group. Because you're already walking, living, loving pieces in peace, in one solidarity piece of God's source flowing energy. Own thyself. If you need any help on this journey, you know exactly where to find me. Have a wonderful fun day Sunday. And know we're all going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. Stop listening to those who say we're going to be on a bumpy road. You came here with all the tools and equipped to bump. You have. And if you think you haven't, get with healers. Get with other teachers, guides, and coaches that you resonate with. Get a little buddy, an elbow buddy. Just do a little check-in. Build your confidence so you have courage. And more courage, and more courage, and more courage. All right? So much love. Bye.